Hello, all those to you in the States, in London, etc., all the other places where I might be able to reach you. Welcome. I am coming to you live from London. Technically, actually, I'm in Cricklewood, which is just outside of London proper. And it's absolutely delightful and it's lovely. I've been here for several days. I get to be here for several days more. And it's amazing. I am not even gonna lie, it has been fabulous. Especially those in Utah, I got to walk around in the rain. Remember that stuff we had for like 4 weeks straight and then haven't seen any of lately? Yeah, it's all here. Sorry, I think I may have taken it with me. I'm coming to you live because I said I would, and I really have something amazing to share with you. I came all the way across the pond so that I could learn from these spectacular people, participate in the Public Speakers Association. I am one of the three MCs. Let's see here. I told you once in one of my Facebook Lives that a hotel room is not a spectacular place for this particular thing, but I have run out of options because it is 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night here. And so doing this outside would be very less than productive. So I'm in my hotel room and I'm coming to you live because I want to share with you the things that they're not necessarily new, but every once in a while I'm like, why is this a thing? This is not a thing. And sorry, Carrie, yes, that's the way I talk. So here's the bottom line. You simply must share your message with your people. I rarely say should. I rarely say must. And usually it's a you get to, right? You get to choose if you do this or not. But I'm telling you right now, your idol clients demand it. They deserve it. You promised it. They rely on you to own your message and then share it with them. What I experienced today broke my heart, made me angry, made me sad, so I'm sharing all those things with you. First, speaking to this woman who presented this afternoon at the PSA, the Public Speakers Association National Conference in London. She's a great speaker, great presenter, has a great business, and I'm going to keep most of the other details to myself so as to protect the innocent. And speaking to her after the day was done, I said, hey, great presentation, seemed to go really, really well, people seemed responsive. And she's like, I honestly don't know. I got a little lost in the middle of it. I didn't notice you get lost. And she's like, well, I cut some parts out, and some parts seemed really repetitive, and so I didn't share them. And I'm like, what do you mean repetitive? And apparently someone else earlier in the day had touched on part of what she was going to say, part of the topic or the principle or whatever. And so she had heard something that sounded familiar to what she was going to say. And so she had chosen to cut it from her presentation, cut it from her speech, from her workshop, from her time on stage. In the moment, she decided that because someone that morning had talked similarly, had spoken similarly about similar things, then rather than repeat them, she cut them. So, hey, Emily, how are you? You look fabulous. So rather than repeat them, were her words, she didn't want to duplicate. So she, on the fly, edited what she was going to say, skipped over slides that were in the presentation that she put together weeks ahead of time, and just cut out part of her message. She did self-censoring. Now, please understand, the previous speaker did not ask her to do this. There was no, hey, by the way, we're talking about the same crap. Maybe you should just chill. There was none of that. There was no, this is not a pressure thing. This was this woman saying, oh, wow, I don't want to duplicate that, so I'm going to edit. And there was another woman sitting with us, so it wasn't just me that was upset. And I said, okay, please, I'm like, if you are open to this, then I apologize. Hi, Ashley, nice to see you. So I said, are you open to some feedback? I'm not really at the point in my world where, see, nice bed. I'm not really at the point in my world where I'm like, can I coach you? But honest and truly, can I, jolly ho to you too. Oh, actually, you cracked me up. So I told this woman, I said, I'm not quite at the point in my world where I'm just going to coach you. But I am at the point in our friendship where I will tell you why I think this is a mistake. And I'm going to lovingly tell you why I think this is a mistake. Her people will hear her message differently from her lips than anyone else. It didn't matter if the 10 previous speakers said what she was going to say word for word. It will land differently with her people than if it came from any other source. It will land differently with her people in the moment than those who had heard it on a webinar or those who had read it on a blog post. Never, ever, ever edit your message because you think it might offend, because you think it might be something someone already said. I am losing my, hi Katie, I'm losing my speech because I'm absolutely in awe. This is a professional woman. She knows her stuff. But in the moment, she second-guessed herself and edited it. So in the meantime, that room that had her people in it, possibly, probably, that's why she was there, didn't get to hear her message from her lips. They got to hear a filtered, and you know how I feel about filtering. They got to hear a portion of her message, not 100%. She did not claim her voice. She surrendered part of it. And that makes me weep, not just for her, but for her people. That makes me sad because then this woman earlier accidentally assisted in her censorship. Like, and it cannot be her fault, right? She didn't ask her to do that. What are you doing in your world where you are allowing that to happen? I've talked to you before about being at a networking event where the 5th or 6th realtor or loan officer got up and literally did, I'm a loan officer, and just did this nonsense action and dismissed herself. What the heck? And a networking event's slightly different, but this woman has purchased this stage. She has made all the arrangements and put all the expense and all the time and all the energy, all her resources, into coming over here and sharing her beautiful message with the people who are prepared to hear it. And in the moment, she second-guessed and censored. Have you done that today? Have you done it this week? When was the last time you were at a networking event? Did you do it then? Oh, honey, you just got to stop that. You just got to stop that. Your people need to hear it from you. I don't care if someone just said it right before you. You need to stand up and not say, like she said, da-da-da-da-da. Stand up and deliver it like it is the most unique, amazing, fabulous thing that you have ever said and that the world has ever heard. There are no new ideas. There are no new ideas. There are only the customization and the implementation of the fundamentals. Look at, there are 7 colors of visible light. Look what Michelangelo did with them. Imagine what we would not have if he had said, well, dang, somebody else already painted blue, so I guess I won't do that. The people have already seen blue. People have already seen cherubs. People have already seen painting on walls. I guess I won't do that. Please don't. Please, my friend, please don't censor yourself. Please don't leave it out because you think someone may have heard it before. They haven't heard you say it in the moment. They have not heard it come from your lips, from your heart, from your soul to their ears. And it's different. Oh my holy cow, I must be tired. Sorry, this rock star is exhausted. But I'm also tired of people not sharing 100% of their voice. I know that there are people who are like, you talk about ideal client all the time. You talk about claiming my voice all the time. I will continue to talk about it at the top of my lungs until you do it. Until you acknowledge that you are incredible and you are amazing and your people want to hear from you. They have shown up on whatever level. They are showing up every day, all day. They are showing up in their lives when they are ready to hear it. And you have promised them to share it with them. Don't you dare censor. Don't you dare let them down. Don't you dare edit and second guess and hold back. What's the rule of Rockstar, people? Nothing held back. You deliver 100% of who you are, and, oh, here we go again, and 100% to your 100% of your ideal clients. No ifs, ands, or buts, no caveats, no disclaimers, no apologies. Show up and deliver 100%. Your people demand it, and you have promised, and you get to do it, not just for them, but for you. This is your song. This is your voice. Sing it at the top of your lungs no matter who else is in the choir. Because truly, if they are your people, it's just background noise when it comes from someone else. It's the opening band at best when it comes from someone else. Your ideal clients, it lands differently. You know how like sometimes you hear something like it's some kind of cliche thing, like there's no new ideas, right? You've heard it 27 times from 27 different people. And yet you will hear it once and go, oh, that's what you mean. Oh, I get that. That makes sense now. Please, please do not keep your ideal clients from having that aha moment. Please don't steal that from them. Please don't shortchange yourself by not sharing 100% of your message. Always share 100% of your voice. Share 100% of what you do, your genius, your expertise, your flaws, your screw-ups, your hang-ups, your amazingness. Share it 100% with your ideal clients, and it will land perfectly every time. Okay? Promise? Well, pinky promise when I'm back in the States. In the meantime, it's bloody late. I'm exhausted. And I get to present on stage tomorrow. So I'm really super excited about it. And yeah, and I will tell you right now, anybody in the audience gets 100% of what I got. 100%. Please, please, I challenge you to do the same. If there is some part of you that is trying to figure out what part is you and what part is someone else, what part of your message might be yours and what part of it might belong to someone else, let's you and I have a conversation, okay? Let's you and I have a discovery duet. You can go to my website and claim it. You can drop duet in the comments. Those of you who are on here and can hear my voice and read my lips, all y'all know how to get a hold of me. So let's have a conversation. Let's figure out what part of your message is making you money, which part of your message is making your heart sing, and which part of your message is landing perfectly with your ideal clients. And let's figure out a way to amplify that and magnify that and accelerate the way you serve your ideal clients best. Doesn't that sound like fun? Oh my gosh, we should totally do that. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Amber Griffiths, my company is Your Brand by Design. Yes, by intention. And if you would like to have a conversation with me, if you are ready, truly ready to ask some great questions, be asked some great questions, and move your business forward in a really big way. And by big way, I mean your next step, whatever big next amazing thing you have in your head that you're like, oh my goodness, if only. Let's figure out together a way to get you there. Okay? I think it'll be way fun and way productive and way profitable. And yeah, it'll be fabulous. It'll be a great way to spend a Tuesday. So let's just do that. So go to yourbrandbydesign.com/duet, DUET, as in a one-on-one, two people singing together. Let's have a conversation. Let's figure out a way to grow your business in a serious way and make sure that the second half of 2019 is exactly the way you want it to be. So until then, until next time, I am signing off from London. Enjoy the States, and I will check in tomorrow. I'm almost certain, because once I get off stage, I will be buzzing, as was my wont. So until I talk to you next time, rock on.